The Orion constellation is home to many civilizations because it serves as the most important portal in the galaxy. However, the two most significant ones for humanity are the Agriculturalists of the Galaxy and the Seekers. The Agriculturalists of the Galaxy are the keepers of the seeds of DNA. They search for planets where they can store genetic materials, allowing them to preserve all the information of the galaxy on different worlds. They have large eyes and bald heads, somewhat similar to humans, and they typically wear platinum dresses. They travel around the galaxy in UFOs, moving through the fourth dimension by entering a spinning machine that can bend time, enabling them to journey from one planet to another. The Keepers once relied on the Seekers to find suitable worlds for seeding these DNA materials. These Seekers would search for worlds with abundant minerals and resources. When those resources were depleted, they would move on to find another one, which is why they are known as the Seekers. These Seekers are referred to by humans as the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki were giants who once established their civilization on Earth, particularly in the Persian region and the Middle East. The Anunnaki are the giants that some ancient cultures referred to as the Nephilim. They inhabited deserts, mountains, and continents, populating vast areas of the planet and ruling over the highest mountains. They came from a star in the Orion constellation, which we now call Nibiru. They were massive, with strong, muscular bodies and large beards, resembling the gods of ancient Greece and the Middle East. The Anunnaki arrived on Earth guided by the Orion constellation, though not directly from Orion itself. They came from a dying planet, as they had nowhere else to go. The Confederation guided them to Earth because they believed that the Anunnaki's potential could rapidly awaken humanity's latent abilities. So they came here, guided by the Elohim, with a major purpose. However, the Anunnaki had their own agenda: to extract as many resources from Earth as possible in order to rebuild their own planet. They needed Earth's minerals and required workers to mine them. To achieve this, they designed a system to control humanity and keep them in a state of fear. The Anunnaki introduced language to Earth, as they used words to communicate, and they also had relations with humans. In ancient times, there was another giant race that lived on Earth called the Nemnir. They came from a very cold planet and arrived on Earth to record the information of the galaxy and the ice. They were the recorders of everything that happened in history. They communicated through telepathy and only lived in cold places. The Nemnir were similar to ancient humans, but were much bigger and taller, which is why they are called giants. Their skin was pale, and they usually wore furs due to the cold. They were one of the most ancient beings in human form to exist on Earth. The Nemnir were guided by other civilizations, beings from other planets, to seed information in Earth's ice. The giants did not form a very organized civilization. They worked independently and preferred to live alone. They were not very friendly and had little contact with the outside world. The Reptilians came from underground, having lived on Earth long before humans appeared. They were created by the Draconians, an alien race from the Draco constellation, though the Reptilians were specifically created here on Earth. The Elohim needed to create a path toward the evolution of consciousness, so they reached out to the Draco constellation to explore how they could develop a being capable of surviving, adapting, and living in a challenging environment like Earth, while also carrying information through emotions. Draconians are not like dragons or reptilians. They are different. They have distinct body types with long arms and rarely use their legs for walking. Draconians are cold-hearted and bellicose by nature. as geneticists, they sought beings on different planets that could contain their information and survive. Here on Earth, they discovered reptiles that were beginning to evolve, like dinosaurs. They took samples from this planet to create a conscious, aware being, capable of bringing information from other stars and surviving on this ever-changing planet. The Reptilians are the ones who possess all this information within them and have the ability to survive on this planet because they carry the genes of Earth's reptiles. The bodies of Reptilians are similar to those of their Draconian ancestors. They have curved bodies and often carry a cane to symbolize the power of the snake on Earth. While they resemble humans in some ways, having hands and arms, their skin is like that of the snakes and reptiles of this planet. They have yellow eyes and different types of mouths, giving them a reptilian human appearance. Reptilians used to live in caves, mountains, and deserts, far removed from human society. They are a very reclusive species, similar to lizards and other reptiles, and tend to work alone. They have their own isolated places in deserts and mountains, and do not have social structures or societies like humans. They are more like hermits. Reptilians have the ability to control the emotions of those around them and possess knowledge on how to survive on different planets and manage emotions. They are cold-blooded, which gives them the ability to regulate their body's energy, knowing when to conserve it and when to activate it. They are able to access all the information they hold within and are considered the builders of wisdom on Earth. There was another alien civilization on Earth called the Alther. They are beings from the Vega star and the founders of the Mu civilization. They established their civilization in the Pacific Ocean. The Alther were guided to Earth through the largest portal Earth created when the Moon collided with the planet, forming the biggest crater on Earth, the Pacific Ocean. They are often referred to as the angels of the sea, as their appearance and demeanor are very angelic. They are very tall, with long faces and neutral facial expressions, as if they are always centered. They walk softly, almost as if levitating. The Alther were considered the angels of Earth, connected with both air and water. They populated the Pacific and Indian Oceans and were the keepers of water's information. Their cities were shiny, resembling crystals, though they were actually made of quartz. In their civilization, they also constructed large stone structures decorated with quartz. They traveled in ships made of quartz plates that moved through the ocean by vibration. The Alther communicated through telepathy, and their civilization functioned like a beehive, vibrating like bees and using that vibration to communicate. They had large heart chakras, and even today, if you close your eyes, you might still feel their heartbeats resonating on this planet.